What's up everyone, Terraquake here, and I'm back with another Pokemon Challenge video. Trying to beat Pokemon Red as fast as I could with only an Alakazam was pretty fast and easy. So in today's video, I'm doing a challenge that should be incredibly tough. Today, I'm going to figure out if you can beat Pokemon Crystal with only one Igglybuff. Looking at Igglybuff's stats, they are terrible. Its defenses aren't that good, and its attack isn't that great, which really stinks because in this game, normal type moves are physical, so all of my stab moves are physical. To be honest, I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. This level up moveset is just horrible. Igglybuff doesn't get a single attacking move until level 9, and that attacking move is Pound. Not to mention, that's the only attacking move that we learn. Other than that, Sing, Charm, and Sweet Kiss could come in handy. Luckily, Igglybuff can learn a surprisingly wide variety of TMs, which you can guarantee that I'll be using. Anyways, time for dem rules. I can only use Igglybuff in battle. I'll have to catch other Pokemon for HM use only, so they will not be allowed in combat. No items in battle, only Pokeballs, held items, and items outside of battle are allowed, and like always, no glitches or exploits. Also, shout out to my boy Banana D for suggesting this challenge to me not once, but twice. I used the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to replace Cyndaquil with Igglybuff. I then nicknamed it Bouncy Ball because that's basically all Igglybuff is. So here's a little section of this brutal grinding. I had to use up all of my PP on Sing, Charm, and Defense Curl so that I could start to struggle. I also had to stock up on potions so that I didn't have to go back to the Pokemon Center and heal. Luckily, I was able to reach level 9 to get Pound with only a few potions left. Finally, it was time for the rival battle. But since I was already level 9, 3 pounds easily took down Totodile. I then called my rival Girl, because with that long hair, it makes him look like a girl. Anyways, time for Faulkner. I got a critical pound on Pidgey to one-shot him, so Pidgeotto was out last. I tried to use Sweet Kiss, but I missed the first one, and then Pidgeotto never hit himself, so I was just getting hit by Gust. Eventually though, I managed to take him down with 3 pounds, as I was left with only 12 HP. After dealing with Team Rocket in the Slowpoke well, I took a crack at Bugsy. Metapon only used Harden and Tackle, so 3 pounds killed him. I decided to confuse Kakuna with a Sweet Kiss first, and then start using Pounds. Luckily, I didn't get poisoned by a Poison Sting, so another Pound finished off Kakuna. Scyther was out last, and he immediately started to use Fury Cutter. However, I confused him, but I didn't get great confusion luck. I then went for Charm to sharply cut his attack, and then I started to use Pound. I got lucky as Scyther started to hit himself, and once he snapped out, his moves weren't doing that much damage, so I won the fight with, once again, only 12 hit points remaining. Before heading out of Azalea Town, Girl challenged me to a battle. Ghastly put me to sleep right away, but that's about the only thing that he could do to me, so once I woke up, I took him down with 2 mud slaps. Zubat went down to 2 pounds, but not before he confused me. Last I was Croconaw, and due to the combination of bad confusion luck and him using Water Gun, I went down. However, on my very next attempt, I confused Croconaw, and after that, he never hit me, so a few pounds won us the battle. My first go at Whitney was a complete failure. Clefairy easily went down in 2 headbutts, but Miltank was just too strong to kill. I confused her first, and then used Charm. It was going good until Miltank snapped out of confusion and got a critical stomp to bring me down to 5 HP. And just to add insult to injury, Miltank got another critical hit to finish me off. To be honest, I'm not sure if I can win this battle at my current level. Finally, on what was at least my 10th attempt, I got this run. Like always, I confused Miltank, but then I went for 2 mud slaps to lower her accuracy. Luckily, Miltank hit herself a few times, so a couple of headbutts ended this brutal fight. Well, this just adds to the list of reasons for why I absolutely hate Whitney. In the Burnt Tower, it was time for another rival battle. Haunter immediately went for Curse, but 2 mud slaps took him down. 1 mud slap couldn't kill Magnemite, but luckily, he missed Supersonic, so another mud slap finished him off. Zubat got 1 shot, so last out was Croconaw. However, he was an idiot and went for Rage, so 2 headbutts won us the battle. I tried to battle Morty at my current level, but it wasn't even close. Ghastly immediately used Curse, so I was basically losing health after almost every single turn. I managed to take him down with a Mud Slap, and I just got lucky as Haunter missed Hypnosis twice, so that's the only reason why I was able to take him down. However, Gengar was up next, and Mud Slap doesn't do that much damage, so I eventually died to the Curse. Considering that Mud Slap is the only thing that I can hit Morty's Pokemon with, I need to gain some levels. Finally, at level 48, I got this attempt. I one-shot Ghastly, so Haunter was up next. I confused him with a Sweet Kiss, but he put me to sleep. Haunter then hit himself once, and then used Curse. However, on the next turn, I woke up and took him down with a Mud Slap. Gengar wasted his first turn using Mean Look, and since I was lowering his accuracy with Mud Slap, he couldn't land a Hypnosis, so I killed him with 3 Mud Slaps. Last out was Morty's second Haunter, who easily died to 2 Mud Slaps. By the way, even though I was level 48, this battle still took me 5 tries. Like always in these challenge runs, Chuck wasn't a challenge. Primeape got one shot, and I flinched Poliwrath with my first headbutt, so I just took him down with another one. Right after Chuck was Jasmine. I got extremely lucky against her Magnemites as I crit the first one to one-shot it, and the second one missed a Thunder Wave, so I took it down with 2 headbutts. However, Steelix is just too strong right now. Even after I used 6 charms, his Iron Tails were still doing a decent amount of damage to me. I also didn't get good confusion luck, which didn't help me in the slightest, not to mention, if Steelix gets down to red health, Jasmine will use a Hyper Potion. All in all, this battle is unwinnable right now. After grinding to level 64, I finally was able to defeat Steelix. My defenses were a little higher, so after 6 charms, Steelix's Iron Tails were hardly doing anything to me. After Jasmine used a Hyper Potion, I got really good confusion luck, so I won the fight. To be honest, I kind of regret getting rid of Mud Slap. Price was a clean one-shot sweep, so let's move on to the rival battle in Goldenrod City. Golbat, Magnemite, and Haunter all got one shot, so Sneasel was up next. I misclicked and went for Shadow Ball, but he only used Leer. Another Shadow Ball took him down, and Feraligatr went down to 2 headbutts. Claire was surprisingly easy, as I one-shot all 3 of her Dragonairs with Headbutt. One Headbutt almost killed Kingdra as she hit me with the Surf. Claire then used a Hyper Potion, but 2 more Headbutts won us the fight. Right before the Elite Four, Girl challenged me to one last battle. Sneasel and Golbat both got one shot, so Magneton was up next. Luckily, he missed a Thunder Wave, so I took him down with 2 headbutts. Haunter and Kadabra also went down in 1 hit, and Feraligatr only used Slash, so I won the battle with 2 more headbutts. After using up all of my rare candies, here's my stats and moves. I'm already level 81, so I'm feeling kind of confident, but my stats are still really bad, so I'm not sure how this is gonna go. But, like I always say, there's only one way to find out. First up was Will, the Psychic-type Master. However, besides Slowbro hanging on with a sliver of health and using Curse, I mopped the floor clean with Will's team. Well, that's a nice way to start the Elite Four. Next up was Koga, the Poison-type Master. Ariados and Venomoth died in 1 hit, so Forretress is up next. Headbutt didn't do that much damage, so I went for Sweet Kiss, and luckily, Forretress hit himself 2 times in a row, so I was able to kill him pretty easily. I took down Muck with the Headbutt and Shadow Ball, so Crobat was out last. 1 Icy Wind nearly took him down, but Koga used a Full Restore. However, 2 more Icy Winds took him down. The third Elite Four member was Bruno, the Fighting-type Master. Hitmontop and Hitmonlee both died in 1 hit, and Hitmonchan got off a decent Mach Punch before going down to a Headbutt. I used Headbutt on Machamp, and luckily I flinched him, so after Bruno used a Max Potion, I killed Machamp with a Shadow Ball and another Headbutt. I'm just glad that he didn't hit me with a Dynamic Punch or something. Last I was Onyx, but because his special defense is so bad, 1 Icy Wind did the trick. The last Elite Four member was Karen, the Dark-type Master. I took down Umbreon with 2 headbutts, but not before he got off an annoying Sand Attack. Vileplume barely hung on from an Icy Wind, and then she paralyzed me. I killed her with another Shadow Ball, but Gengar was up next, and I got awful paralysis luck. I got fully paralyzed 3 times, and on the only turn where I didn't get fully paralyzed, I missed a Shadow Ball. so due to the curse, I went down. I think it's pretty obvious that I can win this battle if I get some better luck. On my second attempt, I didn't get paralyzed, but I still missed a Shadow Ball, so I was taking some damage from Curse. My next Shadow Ball took down Gengar, and Murkrow went down to a single headbutt after I missed once again. Last I was Houndoom, and I thought I was doomed, no pun intended, but I got a critical headbutt to one-shot her. Time for Lance, the champion. Gyarados only set up a Rain Dance, so 2 headbutts took him down. Lance's first 2 Dragonites got one shot, so Aerodactyl was up next. He immediately got a stat boost from Ancient Power, as one Icy Wind brought Aerodactyl below half health. He then hit me with a powerful Hyper Beam before I killed him with another Icy Wind. Charizard brought me down to 89 HP before I killed him with 2 headbutts. Last out was Lance's 3rd Dragonite, but I outsped, so one Icy Wind made us the champion of the Johto region. I'm surprised that Carrot was the hardest battle out of the whole Elite Four and Champion. Nonetheless, I'm happy that I could beat all of them without doing any extra grinding. However, as you guys know, the challenge doesn't end there. I still have to take on all 8 Kanto Gym Leaders and take on the real final boss, Red. As of now, I'm only going to show the battles against Blue and Red, but if I run into any other problems, then I'll show those off as well. There were no challenges in Kanto, so it's time for Blue. I got a critical Icy Wind on Pidgeot to one-shot him, so Alakazam was up next. He hit me with a powerful Psychic, but I killed him with a Shadow Ball. Rhydon went down in a single hit, and Gyarados only used Rain Dance, so 2 headbutts took him down. Exeggutor barely survived a Shadow Ball, and then he set up a Leech Seed. Blue then used a full restore, so it took a couple more turns to take down Exeggutor. Last out was Arcanine, but he got a critical Flamethrower, so the Leech Seed finished me off. I was literally 1 hit away. About 10 attempts later, I defeated Blue. I kinda forgot to record the fight, but as you can see here, I did indeed beat him. So here's footage of me battling Red over and over and over again. No matter how the battle went, I could never win. Igglybuff just didn't have enough attacking power, and all of Red's moves hit like a truck. I made it to Venusaur on a few attempts, but I didn't have enough health remaining. So sadly, I have declared that it is impossible to beat Red with only an Igglybuff without using items in battle. And even when I used items in battle, I was able to win, but I basically had to stall out Snorlax, Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise because they did so much damage to me. Anyways, I kind of expected to not be able to defeat Red without items in battle, but this challenge was still really fun to do. I have no clue what I'm doing for my next challenge, so be sure to leave some suggestions down below in the comment section. And if you want to see more of my challenge runs, then you can check out the playlist that I left a link to in the description. Also, if you want to see more Pokemon content from me, I do a lot of Nuzlocke series and card openings here on the channel. For now though, if you guys enjoyed this video, then be sure to drop a like, subscribe, and hit that bell to see more. And until next time, deuces!